Good guys, it's your boy Sinet and I'm back once again with another video. No too much talk on this one because we are about to enter inside studio and listen to Mazi and Kanu. He's right now in USA hosting and about to broadcast right now. Without further ado, let's get in the video.
Good afternoon, wonderful people, great Biafrans, wherever you are, on the face of this very planet, on this very day, Saturday, the 13th day of February in the year of our Most High Elohim 2020. I welcome each and every one of you listening. And I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you. Because in the blessed land of Biafra, it is evening. Here in Houston, Texas, it is afternoon. Just 11 minutes past 12 noon here in Houston, Texas. 11 minutes past 7 p.m. in the blessed land of Biafra. And by the same number of minutes, past the top of the hour, regardless of where you're listening to us from, where you're domiciled. And as I welcome you, allow me to encourage you to welcome all those who are around you, your friends, your family, your neighbors, anybody that needs to be emancipated by virtue of this very gospel of liberation. We are live and we are direct. And as some of you know, I am in the United States of America, in Houston, Texas, to be precise. And I welcome each and every one of you. This program today is going to be interactive. But before I go into the details of that, and before I issue a number that you're going to call, which is a United States number, please, to allow those of them who are here that we have brought this very redemption to, this very gospel, to participate and partake in this very program today. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, the largest mass movement on the face of this planet Earth. The director of Radio Biafra and Biafra Television, and by the very special grace of the Most High Elohim, a servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. I know that some of you, this may be new, those who are listening via our social media platforms, but I can say to you that we are on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu page, the official one. It has official to it. We are also on my profile, which is my private page on Facebook, which is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and also on University of Radio Biafra on Facebook, University of Radio Biafra on YouTube, and I am also sure that some of you are listening either via IPOB Community Radio, or you're listening to us via Radio Biafra app. Some are on satellite, some are on FM on the ground. Wherever you are, however you're listening to us, we welcome you. Without further hesitation, I am going to pray a very brief prayer. After this very prayer, I will give you a telephone number to call when our lines open for you to participate in this very program today, especially for those of you who are in the United States of America, where I am currently, should I say, broadcasting from. Let us pray. Ezi onye nwanyị na Chineke na nke pụrụ ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma onye anyị na-efewe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya mgbe niile. Onye ọ bụ naanị ya kere ihe niile kere eke, mana onweghị onye kere ya eze ndị nsọ. Mma mma dịrị gị Chineke nna, n'ihi na ọ bụ naanị gị ka anyị na-efe, anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị anaghị efe arụsị, anaghị m akpụ isi ala wee nye ihe ọ bụla ka mmadụ kpụrụ nna nke ebere. Anyị wee na-arịọ gị na-asị site n'okwu nsọ nke gị, kwere n'ihi ebere gị, ịma mma gị, amara gị na ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị nọ. Bịakwa ka iwe leta anyị ma nye anyị Biafra ya ọsọ ọsọ na mgbe nke anyị. n'ihi na mkpagbu karịrị akarị, ndị iro karịrị akarị, ekworo karịrị akarị, iro karịrị akarị, ndị anya ụfụ juru ebe niile eze ebube dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-ekele gị, na-arịọ gị, na-asị na ọ bụ naanị gị bụ Chineke nna bụ onye anyị na-efe. Ka amara gị wepụta ihe n'ime ndụ anyị, kiri gị wee chaa n'ebe anyị nọ. Ka ngọzi gị wepụta ihe, ka ụwa niile wee gbaa akaebe wee si n'ezie n'ezie na ụmụ IPOB bụ ụmụ Chineke, na ala nsọ gị bụ nke Biafra na nke dị nsọ bụ ala nke a gọziri agọzi. N'ihi na ọ bụ naanị gị pụrụ inye anyị Biafra, ọ bụghị mmadụ dị ndụ. Kama na anyị onwe anyị ga-eme nke anyị ji wee bụrụ mmadụ, gị onwe gị ga-eme nke iji wee bụrụ Chineke nna. Mkpọkụ ka anyị na-akpọkọ aha nsọ gị, dịka isi wee gọzie ndị Igbo, ka anyị si wee na-arịọ ka i wee gọzie anyị n'ụbọchị nke taa, ka i wee nye anyị ezi echiche na amamihe, nye anyị ezi nghọta, nye anyị amamihe dị omimi nna nke igwe. N'ihi na ndị iro gbara anyị okirikiri, aka nri aka ekpe, ihu na azụ, mana ọ bụ site na amara gị eze ebube dị ngọzi ka anyị ji wee nọ ndụ wee ruo ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị, onweghị onye ọzọ anyị na-efe ma ọ bụghị naanị. Anyị wee na-arịọ gị, wee na-arịọsi ike, na-asị onye kere ihe niile ekere eke, mana nwee ike, Chineke nna ndị nsọ, biko arịọ ka anyị na-arịọ gị, bịa ka i wee gbaghara anyị mmehie. N'ihi na anyị bụ anụ ahụ, ụzọ ọbụla si wee mejọ gị, ọ bụ site n'echiche, bụrụ n'okwu ọnụ, bụrụ akparamagwa eze ebube dị ngọzi, biko gbaghara anyị mmehie. Ejikwala mmehie wee kwụọ anyị ụgwọ ọrụ, ma were amara gị ezi nna. N'ihi na ndị iro abatawa anyị n'ime obodo ekwensu bụ Zoological Republic, abatawa anyị n'ime. Ha kpọtawa ndị Fulani, ndị Janjaweed, ndị na-egbu mmadụ, wee na-arụ ọbara, wee bata anyị n'ime, wee jide ụmụ gị wee na-ala anyị n'iyi. Kama iwe kpọlite Eastern Security Network nna nke ebere dị ngọzi, wee na-asị na ihe na-eme n'ala Yoruba n'ụbọchị nke taa na ọ gaghị eme n'ala nsọ gị, agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị sekpọrọ onwe ha ndị gọvanọ na ndị si na ha bụ ndị na-achị obodo na-agabiga ha na ndị Fulani ihu na-ememere ala nsọ gị. Chineke nna nke igwe na agaghị adị etu a na mgbe nke anyị wee na-ekele gị, wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, na-asị gị eze ebube dị ngọzi, biko bịa ka iweta anyị okwu nsọ nke gị n'ọnụ, ka ụwa anyị na-ewe gbaa aka ebe na ọ bụ naanị gị bụ Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile. Ka otuto na nsọpụrụ wedara aha nsọ gị site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ga na-arịọ gị. Ise. I have just prayed in the language of heaven, and I am going to issue a telephone number, and please, I will encourage you not to call. Allow those in the United States of America to call first, please. The number is 346. I repeat, +1, which is United States code, 346 399 0188. I repeat, +1 346 399 0188. Very, very shortly the line will open, and when it does, I will invite you to please place your call and tell us whatever you have in mind today, but especially for those of you who are in the United States of America. This broadcast, as you say, is going out to the rest of the world. But this evening, before we commence, I must bring to the attention of the whole world, because we are saying all these things, not that the world will do anything, not that the UN themselves will do anything, not that anybody will do anything about coming to our rescue. We are saying it that they may bear us witness, that heaven and earth may bear us witness. This evening, for those of you in Biafra land, or this mid-afternoon before we came on air, we received a very disturbing news that the man, the zoo army, and the police that Hope Uzodinma sent to go and destroy a synagogue, a house of prayer in Olo, that they have been able to find the man where he has been in hiding with the family and arrested him. The zoo army and the police just did that a few minutes ago. We are saying it so that the whole world will be able to know. The man who was arrested, the high priest, is Cletus Egole, and the wife, Reverend Rosalind Egole. Priest Cletus Egole, Reverend Rosalind Egole, Ngozi Chukwu Mbenwa, Elo Ikechukwu, Sandra Nwachukwu, Nwachukwu Confidence, Promise Nwachukwu, Solomon Nwachukwu, Peculiar Nwachukwu, all of them were abducted by the army of the zoo, and I'm sure they will add these ladies here to the list of those they are holding already, those they are raping every morning, noon, and night. They have just abducted them at the orders of Hope Uzodinma this very day. This was the man that his synagogue, his church was destroyed. The wife is a Reverend Rosalyn Egole. They have taken them to maybe to Obinze, and from there they will move them to the north to commence the rape of these very women, as they have been doing to over 50 women already. We have their testimony. We have it on tape. A lot of things are happening. A lot of abominations are happening. The world has turned a blind eye. They will not come to our rescue. They will not listen. It has fallen upon us to try to defend ourselves, and that is exactly what we're going to do. Hope Uzodinma, if you know who he is, if you know who George Obiozo is, you must tell them that this reverend, this very priest must be released immediately, along with those who have been arrested. If they are not released, anything you see in Imo State, you will take from us. Anything they see in Imo State, they will take it from us. I am warning everybody, all you idiots, those who are fond of talking rubbish all the time. This family has been abducted. For those of you efulefus, all these intellectuals, these idiots that cannot reason. Our people, do you know that Biafran women are in military barracks in the north? I have their names. They are being raped as we speak. 2, we managed to secure the release of 2 of them. If you listen to their testimony, believe you me, anywhere you see a Nigerian soldier or police, you cut off their heads. I'm telling you the truth. Those people are evil. They are raping our sisters and our mothers as I'm talking to you right now. And we have all their names. They are moving them from one barracks to the other. Now they have moved them to DSS headquarters in Abuja. These are Biafran women, Igbo women, that they are taking turns to rape. As I'm talking to you right now, that is what is happening. That is why we must be guarded in our approach. Everything we do, we must be very vigilant and very careful. Any traditional ruler, any PG of any community, anybody who is in support of what is happening in the damnable Zoological Republic is our enemy and enemy of God as well. In heaven. Anybody who is against what we are doing, you are against God Almighty in heaven. And you can never go scot-free. They have taken these families. If you know Hope Uzodinma, tell him, before you start writing your stupid grammar on Facebook, go and tell Hope Uzodinma and George Obiozo that nothing must happen to this family. They must be released. Their synagogue was demolished. It was demolished. And now you have gone and arrested them. I'll give you their names once again, so that when it starts, you will not say you were not warned. You must release High Priest Cletus Egole, Reverend Rosalyn Egole, Ngozi Chukwu Mbemwa, Elo Ikechukwu, Sandra Nwachukwu. They took them because Fulani wants to start raping them from tonight. That's what I've been doing to our women. Those that Wike gave to them. You know, people don't understand why we do what we do. They think we are doing this just for the sake of it. We are doing what we are doing because that is what we have been mandated to do by heaven itself. You must release Sandra Nwachukwu, Confidence Nwachukwu, Promise Nwachukwu, Solomon Nwachukwu, Peculiar Nwachukwu. We know you're holding them. I swear on my life, if you do not release them, Imo State will burn. Imo State will burn. It will burn and burn and burn. If you know Hope Uzodinma, go and tell him. If you know the idiot who is commanding the army somewhere in Obinze, cowards and kidnappers, go and tell those fools to release the women and children they have just abducted in Olu this evening. I am warning you, if you do not release them, Imo State will burn. It will burn. That army of the zoo you want to move down, you will move it down into Imo State and they will die there. We will sit and say, don't think you are Yoruba people with all this nonsense you're doing in Yoruba land. If you try us, you will die in our land. We will bury you there in our land. Go and ask them. They were running away yesterday night. They ran away yesterday night. They said they were patrolling around Olu. We came into Olu and they ran away. All they did was to come back this evening, to disguise, to come back this evening, to come and abduct innocent civilians. They cannot fight Boko Haram. They cannot fight ISIS. They cannot fight Fulani bandits. Nothing is to come and be displaying force against civilians. The same thing they did at Lekki Toll Gate earlier today. The same thing they did at Lekki Tollgate. And for those of them who were making noise about the involvement of IPOB and Biafrans in the NSAS protest, have you now seen that we didn't issue any orders for Biafrans to go to Tollgate Lekki? Has it not crumbled? Has he not crumbled? I'm asking you. Has he not crumbled? You saw their police well kitted in full military regalia, displaying all their armaments. The same thing they cannot do in Sambisa Forest. The same thing they can never do anywhere else. But they are in Lekki Tollgate, displaying their, should I say, their power and their might against unarmed civilians. In Nigeria, if you want something done, if you want to defend your rights, you must be armed. You need weapons to defend your right, or else they will trample upon it. Or else they will trample upon it. Those people do not reason. They don't understand. And for some of you fools supporting what the zoo has done or is doing around Lekki, let me remind you, the same way this very generation is fighting for what Ojukwu saw over 50 years ago is how you and your children in years to come will be fighting against injustice because of your duplicitous complicity with what is happening right now in Lekki. All of you are there. When soldiers come to abduct civilians, you are just looking. When the police come, taking some of you one by one, your others will just be there watching. You are just watching. You are dealing with animals. Nigerian authority, these are wild. They are worse than animals. You cannot allow them. How many policemen were there? How can you allow them to be arresting people? I know that, Macaroni, the comedian, was arrested as well and taken away. All they are doing is to frighten you. You don't understand these people. You don't understand their mentality, their psychology, the way they reason, the way they talk, the way they operate. You don't know. This is a zoo. The only thing they understand is force. In Nigeria, you fight force with force. If you try to speak your grammar from now till the kingdom come, nothing will happen. Ask Ule Shoyinka. They have been speaking grammar for years. Grammar for years. Yet he did not stop Fulani cow from entering his farm and eating up his cassava and his maize. Grammar does not work in Nigeria. Speaking too much grammar doesn't work. The only thing they understand is force. That is why they are negotiating with bandits. Why are they negotiating with bandits? Because bandits are armed. They have AK-47. That is the only language Nigeria understands. They don't understand anything else. Look at Lekki. Has it not collapsed? The protest, I'm asking you, because there were no Biafrans. I did not give the order for IPOB to go. Because they will say, oh, they've come to destroy Lagos. Look at them, go back. We told you, if you allow them to divide you, you are finished. What happened at Lekki today is a farce. And I want to hold Yoruba media responsible. Sometimes people ask me, but why? I said they are the ones responsible. Over the years, they have been feeding garbage upon garbage to people. Feeding people nonsense. Why don't you ask yourself today, all this nonsense they are now doing around Lekki, police show of force, why can't they do it in the East? Let them come to our land and do it. They will die there. They understand. Because we are prepared. Because we live in a world run by hypocrites. We live in a world run by hypocrites and Luciferians. So there is no need being alive. What for? Because they will always side with the devil. They will always side with evil. The Nigerian government is evil and they know it. Everything about the zoo is awful. They know that Buhari is dead. There is no Buhari. Every Fulani idiot can now come out and set a policy agenda. And we follow it, including the Bauchi state governor. All of you, didn't you hear what the Bauchi said? That Fulanis have the right to carry arms, AK-47. Did you not see all of those things? Did you not see them? What Yoruba media succeeded in doing over the years is to groom a generation of lily-livered cowards. Can you imagine if we had been listening to these people? By now, the Fulanis would have overrun us. By now, our farms, our forests, our bushes would have been gone. The same way it has gone in Yoruba land. As they were busy telling you about Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi, Kanu. Fulani, we are busy taking over Yoruba land. Now that the Yorubas have said enough is enough, you have to leave. They have said no. Can you imagine that Amotekun is under attack from Fulani headsmen, from Fulani terrorists? Can you imagine that? Why is that happening? Because over the years, as I have always said to Nigerians who cannot reason properly like human beings, Go and look at yourselves. Anytime somebody is telling you that another person is your problem, that person is your problem. They want to do to us what they did to Hausa people. They want to do to us what they did to Bachama people. They want to do to us what they did to Gwari people, what they did to Nupe, even what they did to Yoruba in the past. And after all these years, you have allowed yourselves to go through the same process of not just colonization or emasculation, but total annihilation. They will kill all of you. They will kill all of you in the zoo. Next time, go and protest. No, go and protest next time. The best time to protest in Nigeria is at night. The best time for you to protest, to occupy Lekki is at night. So as they are coming, you hit them. If you don't hit them, they will keep coming to kill civilians. They will arrest you. Nigeria is ripe for a revolution. Not all this stupid, nonsensical, useless protest. If the time for protest has come and gone, it's now time to go into full-phased revolution. The zoo is dying. I don't know if some of you saw the hillocks that are bringing in through Kanu for Fulani headsmen in Yoruba land. I warned my Yoruba brothers and sisters, all these things that you people are doing, every time, instead of you to focus on the common enemy, you look towards the east. It's Biafra, it's IPOB, it's Nnamdi, Kanu, all the time. These people, they will enter into you and they will ravage you. And they're doing it today. Now they're fighting, Fulani is now fighting Yoruba for Yoruba forests. Have you not seen it? That is what some traditional rulers want to bring to the east. And I'm giving an order today because I am very, very impressed with the work done so far, flushing out these bandits and criminals and rapists and murderers from our forests. The next phase will be any traditional ruler from today onwards. I saw one now on a video talking rubbish. Any traditional ruler from today, this evening in Biafra land, this night, that comes up again to talk rubbish about peaceful coexistence, we will show him how prepared we are. That nonsense that is this rubbish now happening in Yoruba land cannot happen in Biafra land, where a group of vandals, criminals, will lay claim to our forest, and when we ask them to leave, they attack us. It can anyway, we're waiting for them to try it. They are now packing and moving out very quietly and very lovingly, relocating to Kanu and to Kaduna. That's where they belong. They should go there. And as I have said, if you are an Easterner, you are an Igbo man or woman, because of that brothel you build in Jalingo, Jalingo, face me, I face you, so that the people can come from Cameroon to patronize them. Because of the hotel you built, the brothel you built in Jalingo, because of that, I need to surrender Biafra land to Fulani Janjaweed. If you are living in the north, you are on your own. If you don't want to come back and they decide to kill you there, you are on your own. The only reason why they have not started killing some of you is because the Hausa people said no. Do you know that Fulani went to Hausa people and asked them to rise up against people living in Kanu and in Kaduna? Do you know what happened? Hausa said no to them. You know that Hausa people have their foot soldiers. Hausa said no, they will not do it. Hausa said we cannot do it. Hausa said we are not doing it. You can kill them yourself if you want to. Because now, even today, as a direct result of the gospel we have been preaching on this very platform, the Hausas have now developed some sense. They know the same thing, the same way they were deceived into surrendering their land to the Janjaweed. They have now seen it very clearly that is what we are fighting. Nobody hates anybody. I don't hate Hausa people. I don't hate law-abiding Fulani people. No, not it's those hiding under one Nigeria. Unity. To be taking my forest. And I'm saying no to it. It cannot happen. Obasanjo the other day said there is now time to have a national meeting. The same national conference. The same thing that Shoyinka believed in before many years ago. And he saw Buhari and said, no, the same Buhari that Shoyinka campaigned for. Professor Wole Shoyinka. The same Buhari he campaigned for. The same Buhari that the Yoruba days campaigned for. They are the worst today in their forest. Taking their land from them. And saying they're not going anywhere. And I'm telling them today, in the open, before the hearing of the entirety of humanity, unless they come back very quickly to make sure that the South, the alliance in the South is very strong. Fulani will eat them alive. That is their game plan. They must understand it. The same thing they do all the time. I remember when they went to, after the war, they said, oh, you are a minority. Your Ikwere is not Igbo. And Nyoma is not Igbo. You are a minority. It's only a central state. Where is the oil coming from to develop the zoo? It's not from Biafra land. Is there no oil in Anambra State? I'm asking you, Orient Oil Fields. Don't you have oil in Uguta? Is that not where Shell is? How about Ebema, our gas fields? Is that not where Shell is? And that jeep taking our oil and our gas? This is the heartland of Biafra, and I'm telling you, not the coastal region. Now go to Akwa Ibom. They have ExxonMobil. Everybody's having a field there. They're making so much money. That's why they want the zoo to remain as corrupt as it is and as one as it is. Now let me ask you, they told you Igbo man is your problem. Is that not correct? Those of you from the coastal region of Biafra, or should I say those of us from the coastal region of Biafra, they never told you that Ibibi and Igbo are one people. Nobody told you that. But I'm telling you today. And they confused you. They brainwashed you into believing that the man who is capable of saving your life is your enemy. Today, they are building a railway line from Janjaweed, northern Nigeria, to Janjaweed, Niger. Is there any railway line in Akwa Ibom State? It's simple common sense. Any railway line? Anyway, I put it down to should I say, the mentality developed by those who were conquered. Most of the people you see writing and talking rubbish against what we are doing is because they have developed that mentality of a defeated people. It's called defeatism. They have been defeated, psychologically and mentally. So all they need to do is to serve Fulani for the rest of their lives. But thankfully, Elohim, the Most High God, sent IPOB to stop the rot. And luckily for us, everybody is now waking up. Everybody is now waking up. That is why Yoruba media must take the blame. They must. They are hoping on Tinubu coming. And they know that Tinubu can never ever be president of Nigeria. They know that very well. Everybody knows that Tinubu can never ever be the president of the zoo. They understand that very clearly. But they're deceiving themselves. And they will continue to do so until their head went. In fact, Tinubu is the modern day Afonja. Fulani will always promise you something. The same thing they promised to Wike. The same thing they promised to Mahi. Every idiot, they give him a promise. And as you're looking at the promise they made you, presidency, meanwhile your forest is going. Meanwhile, the Bauchi state governor, a serving governor in Nigeria, is inviting people from the Sahel to come to conquer our land to take it over. Autumn rose up and spoke, governor of Benue State, and they descended on him. And the stupid zoo newspapers, the editors of Punch, of Tribune, all these Yoruba papers, you people, you are digging your own grave. You people, by your style of journalism, you are digging the grave that will swallow Yoruba land. Because you don't want to speak the truth. You must, sometimes in life, you must speak the truth and damn the consequences. Some of you do not understand this, but we are here to tell you today. All the years, all the lies against the Igbo, Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi, Kanu has caught up with everybody. It has caught up with everybody. Now you know that they were lying to you. They were deceiving because they knew that it's only IPOB that can save everybody. I say it without any apologies. Only IPOB can save the downtrodden in Nigeria. They know it. So the best thing for them to do is to get you to align with them, to demonize IPOB, to make it impossible for IPOB to fight for your own freedom. Who told you before that IPOB is only fighting for Biafra? We are fighting for the freedom of everybody, every single human being in the zoo called Nigeria. We are fighting for everybody. Why is it difficult for you to understand that? Why is it very difficult for you to understand? They deceived you. Now they're taking your land. All those newspapers can do is say, Amatakun officers were killed. They have taken our land. Fulani have come back, their headsmen. They have taken over Ogun State. They have taken Oyo State. But when you were encouraging Fulani, when you went to demonize IPOB, the only people that could have fought for you, you didn't know that? Fulani think they are very clever with those advising them. They knew that IPOB did nothing wrong. Everybody knows. But when they said IPOB should be proscribed, all of you were jumping up like antelope, jumping up and down. Like a bunch of idiots. Where are you today? after soliciting your help to demonize IPOB, to blacklist IPOB, and say it has been proscribed. Where are you today? They asked Lai Mohammed, why is it that you don't want to proscribe Fulani headsmen? Lai Mohammed said that the only crime, in fact, I have told our lawyers, we are going, we've been in court all these years. To hear our case is a problem. They are the ones that proscribed IPOB, tagged us a terrorist group. We are in their own court in Abuja, asking them to look at their own idiocy and foolishness. Do you know they don't want to hear the case? And I've told our lawyers, all we need to do is to take the tape, that clip from Lai Mohammed, and take it to court. So, Lai Mohammed did not say that IPOB committed any crime. No, not at all. Because IPOB is agitating to break up Nigeria, that is the reason why they will attack the terrorist group. And I have written and have said, is it not the same thing that Nicola Sturgeon is doing in Scotland? Nicola Sturgeon wants to break United Kingdom so that Scotland can be on their own. Is she a terrorist? It's a very simple question. Is Nicola Sturgeon a terrorist? The French people of Canada, Bloc Québécois, I'm sure they call them, they are championing a cause of self-determination to carve out French Canadians from the rest of Canada. Have they been labeled a terrorist? So terrorism is no longer if you kill people, if you bomb people, if you take, if you destroy lives and properties. Now it is if you want your own self-determination, which Yoruba newspapers call secessionist or whatever rubbish they call it. To tell you how evil they are. Evil. Because I call a spade a spade. Because of them, instead of Yoruba newspapers to come out and say that the proscription of IPOB is wrong, they did nothing wrong, they joined them. Because their man, Tinubu, is his turn in 2023. And they got you to fix your eyes on 2023 and they are taking over your land. Because you're not affected, black people, because you're not affected yet, you think it won't come to you, but it's coming to you. And that time when you're shouting, nobody will listen. Look at what happened at Lekki today. It is a clear case of people shouting and nobody's listening anymore. Because if you want to do good in life, you must be consistent in what you're doing. Not today you blow hot, the next day you blow cold. They were proscribing IPOB. None of these newspapers got up to say what you are doing is wrong. IPOB, Lai Mohammed opened his mouth and said, we are proscribing, or we proscribed IPOB because, not because they have guns, no, not because they killed anybody, but because they want to break Nigeria. And some of you that claim you went to school, you're just there watching and looking as a bunch of idiots that some of you are. Fools. I have never seen a more useless, idiotic people than some of you that graduated from zoo universities. I'm telling you the truth. Your education is a waste, complete waste. And the journalists just left Lai Mohammed. They left him alone. They left him. After talking all this nonsense, the idiot left. You are now telling me that anybody agitating for freedom or asking for self-determination is a terrorist group. But the same Nigerian government is supporting the Western Sahara people who are agitating to break away from Morocco. Are they terrorists? I don't know the type of brain that God created some black people with. I don't understand it. Heaven knows I don't understand. This Yogi, I have no idea where people came from. Lai Mohammed, did IPOB kill anybody? No. Did they bomb anywhere? No. Why did you proscribe them? Because they want to break Nigeria up. How about those who are killing people and maiming and raping? Oh, no, it's not the same thing. It's not the same. They're different. And you want me to rise up in the morning and say, I am a proud Nigerian. Then you are sick in the brain. It is this level of idiocy that we are fighting. It is this level of depraved reasoning that we are fighting. When I say that an average black man is demented, people don't understand. When I say that an average African man is useless, people don't understand me. They don't understand me. An information minister, he claims he's an academic, he's well-read, sat in a television studio and said, we proscribed IPOB, we tagged IPOB a terrorist group, not because they killed anybody, but because they want to divide Nigeria. And some of you are listening to this garbage. The same thing, oh my God in heaven. They have arrested people at Lekki. You saw their police, they came as if you didn't know they were going to come. Do you think, what do you think would have made those police people to stand back or to go back? Fire for fire, that's the only thing they can understand. Anything else is garbage. They have promised idiots who will promote you. Some of them being owed 10 months salary. Oh, don't worry, we'll pay you. After Lekki, we're going to pay you. Nobody will pay them. The same idiot will mount roadblock and be collecting money from people. The same fool that is at Lekki. The children cannot go to school. The same idiots you see today displaying their might and their power. When they see bandits, they run. When they see Boko Haram, they run. When they see ISIS, they run. When they see Al Qaeda in the Maghreb, they run. But when they see civilians, you see them, they puff their chest. They are now very strong. We want to defend one Nigeria. I have told you people, if you are not prepared for a violent revolution, just stop disturbing us. Stop disturbing people, for goodness sake. You have seen over the years, IPOB will come out, they will kill them. The same Nigerian journalists in Nigeria, they will write, it's our fault. Oh, why did you come out? And I kept saying to them, does it mean we cannot defend our rights? Is that what you're telling us? Oh no, but there's another way to do it. Which other way? Now you are in Lagos, you're protesting in Lagos. After killing people during the last NSAS protest, after freezing accounts, and you think that by coming out to protest you will change anything? No. It's just like speaking grammar in Africa. If you're in Africa, you can speak grammar from now till the kingdom come. There'll be no light. There'll be no running water. Then you can speak all the grammar you like, or nothing will change. Because it is an attitudinal problem. Not a mental. It is something that you have to do consciously to bring about change. And that is to fight fire with fire. That is the only thing that is. Are you telling me that if Yoruba were to stand up today, and Biafra to stand up, say enough is enough, do you think Fulani will stand it? Do you think they will stand it? You and I know that the answer is no, they cannot stand the heat. They cannot stand it. But they are counting on your cowardice. They know that some of you will go and start writing. Remember 1967? Well, what happened? We were eating cassava then. We were doing this. We were struggling. They were, and I keep asking these idiots. How many wars has Israel fought? From day one, since God gave the land of Israel to Israelites when they left Egypt, they've been fighting war till today. Is Israel not at war today? You know, they read the Bible, they don't know what to do with it. That is one thing. That is one thing that every time I pray to God and I say, can you just show me how you made black people? How did you create them? Where did you get the brain you put in black people in their skull? Where did you get the brain from? Because I don't know. The same Bible that I have here in front of me, the Torah, I have the Torah in front. The same thing I have read over and over again. I have read this Bible over and over again. For the kingdom of God suffered violence, and it can only be taken by those that prefer violence. Israel has been fighting a war. Israel fought a war and lost, and by the Babylonians came and took them into slavery, scattered them all over the world for 2,000 years. After that, they came back in 1948. Before Israel could be established, they fought a war. 3 wars, 3. Till today, Israel is still fighting. Till this very minute. You fought one war since 70, and because of that, we will not hear again. We are in the war. Did you fight war? Nonsense. I am in America, the most advanced country in the world. I am in Texas, in the city of Houston. Beautiful houses. I am staying in a mansion. People are having fun here. They're enjoying. Is America today not at war in Afghanistan? Is America not at war today in Afghanistan? There is war everywhere. The same America that they're enjoying, you know, America is fighting a war. I have said this thing to our people about this war rubbish they keep talking about. Let me make it very clear to you. Do you know that as a living being, as a human being, you are fighting a war every day? There are many microbes that want to kill you. They number in their billions in your body, of which coronavirus, COVID-19 is one of them. Malaria parasite is another one. Typhoid, all of them. All they want to do is to kill you. But do you know that God is miraculous? Don't take what I'm telling you. Look at yourself. Go to your doctor now and ask your doctor, is my body at war? Your doctor will tell you, yes, your body is at war. But I can't feel anything because you cannot see it. There is something called your white blood cells, the antibodies in your body. They are swimming all over your body, looking for foreigners, like Fulani headsmen in your forest, looking for foreigners to devour them. Anytime they cannot overwhelm that microbe, be it a virus or a bacteria, that's when you get sick. Then you notice it. For some of us, by then it's too late. Something is happening today in real life. Because there's a saying when we are young, what you have in the spirit world is also in the living. What you have in the temporal world is also in the spiritual. Do you know that your body is at war? Why don't you say to yourself, oh, because I suffered from malaria and typhoid in 2019 and I survived it. When typhoid and malaria attacks me again in 2021, I will not take any medication. Do you say that? Now, let me ask you again. When you were fighting malaria and typhoid in 2019, you went to the chemist, you took fancy that you took all this medication to help your immune system to fight it. You survived. Are you then saying because my body fought malaria parasite and typhoid in 2019, when those parasites attack me again, I should say, oh, I'm tired of fighting this war? Then you will die. Maybe now you will understand what I'm saying. The body of a human being is in a constant state of war. And that is why a community or a nation is a body. Even United Nations is a body. Anything that comes to attack it, you must fight that very thing and defeat it. Don't say, oh, because I fought a war before in 1967, you were not there, you were not born. So that when the same conditions occurs again, I should keep quiet so they can take my forest, rape my mothers and kill me, then you must be insane. Next time when you're sick, don't take any medication. Say, oh no, before I had this illness in 2018 and I survived it. When it comes again, I will do nothing. Your body is at war. You need to fight for self-preservation. Therefore, you need to fight a war in order to preserve your land and your people. That was the mistake that Yoruba media made. And that is why today they are contesting their land with Fulani headsmen in Yoruba land. But because they are black people, they can never say it. Because of short-termism, they can never say it. Because they are thinking and hoping, oh, it's only 2023. Tinubu will be there and everything will be okay. Before 2023, you'll be taken over. In 2022, the Fulanis will unleash the final phase of their assault and attack against our people. You cannot see 2023. You'll be dead by then. These are the things that they don't understand. And these are the things that we have to make them to understand. We need to make them to understand. It is only now that an Abia monarch is getting up to say they are raping our women. You want us to allow rapists. You want us to allow those who are only interested in humiliating us to be in our forests. Is that what you're saying to us? And you want us to allow it to happen? Is that what you're telling us we must allow to happen? Of course, it can never ever happen. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. You must understand it. You must understand it. Please, very, very. And now Abia monarch is Fulani herdsmen started raping our women and destroying our farms since 2015. Abia monarch. Since 2015. And I was telling them then, they said, no. My son wants to take us to another war. We fought a war before. But now the war has come to you. No longer war. They take your mothers and they rape them in the forest. Before your own two eyes. You can't do anything. Because you're thinking, oh, we fought a war before. Because we fought a war before, anybody can now come and rape your mother. Is that what you're telling me? These are the demons that we are fighting. And we must continue to fight them. Why bandits have not been proscribed? Lai Mohammed told you. Why they have not proscribed bandits? That is Nigeria for you. That is Nigeria for you. A land of evil. Why have you not banned or prescribed bandits? We have not prescribed them because we are, how can I put it? Because I want to just bear with me for a second. I want to tell you precisely what the buffoon said, Lai Mohammed said, why they have not banned killers and murderers. Killers, and when I say to newspapers in the zoo, these are the things you're supposed to be reporting, investigating. These are the things you're supposed to be. No, they will not do it. They can never ever do it. They won't do it. Because they know, they understand that they're all in it together. All of them are in it together. Oh, don't worry, as long as Tinubu is the president, that is the only thing that matters to us in 2023. That 2023, you will not see it. You will not be alive to see it. Because by then, Fulani would have taken over the whole of your land. Fulani would have taken over the whole of your land. That is why this very day, I'm asking for reports everywhere. Our people, those who are working hard to make sure that the Janjaweed, that they are cleared from our forest. I want to know precisely what is going on. And you're going to come back to me to tell me exactly what is happening. You will tell me what is happening because I need to know. I need to know. Why have you not banned bandits? Lai Mohammed, this is according to Punch News. You know, the way they report things very flippantly. Very, very flippantly. Very, very sad indeed. Why bandits have not been proscribed, according to Lai Mohammed. Lai Mohammed, he said, this is according to one Shegun Adewole that writes for Punch newspaper. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, has said bandits cannot be proscribed in Nigeria because they don't go by any name. I want people this evening, morning, noon or night, regardless of where you are. You must listen to what I have to say next very, very carefully, please. Look at the contradictions. That is why I keep saying all the time that the worst thing to ever happen to black people, including black Americans who are in America, is the creation of Nigeria. It's the worst thing that ever happened to the black race all over the whole world. And I'm about to prove it to you. I want you to listen very carefully. I want you to understand how these people are playing ping pong with our reasoning. I want you to understand the grand plan of the Fulani Janjaweed to eradicate all of you from the face of this very earth. Listen very carefully, please, to their contradictions. Listen carefully to what I have to say, please. They asked Lai Mohammed, tell us why you cannot proscribe Fulani killers. He said, because they don't go by any name. We don't know their name. Listen carefully. Please note that down. They don't have any name. That is why we cannot proscribe them. He said this during an interview on AIT's Kakaki program, which was monitored by Punch newspaper. He said, it is not proscribing these killers and murderers that matters. What matters is how they are treated. Are you listening? They have no name. They should not be proscribed. Then they asked him. No, he continued to say, we proscribe known groups with names. You can't just proscribe an unknown group legally. Unless you have a name, nobody can prescribe you. But their name is Miyet Yala, Fulani headsmen. The whole world knows. He's saying they have no name because the same Yoruba journalists prefer to call them bandits than Fulani headsmen. The same people, even Governor El Rufai, the midget of Kaduna, came out openly to say that these are Fulani people committing these crimes. We know it's Miyet Yala. They cannot say it because everybody is afraid. Now, I will continue. Secondly, he said, it is not whether they are prescribed or not. It doesn't matter. These are killers. It doesn't matter if they are prescribed or not. It is the way that they are treated. Does the government actually treat them with kid gloves? The answer is no. This is a response to a raging insecurity in a country of supposedly over 200 million people. This is a response from a minister of state responding to a question about insecurity in the country. Is that you cannot prescribe them because they have no name. And then Lai Mohammed went on to say, when a group is championing a cause for the disintegration of Nigeria, a group like IPOB, everybody is IPOB because we are formidable. Both Satan knows our name. Angels in heaven know everybody. If not for IPOB, all of you would have been slaves answering Musa today. I don't care who you are. From Middle Belt all the way to the Atlantic Ocean. If not for IP, that is why I don't play with IPOB. That I said you are not in the same class with IPOB. You can never be. Not now, not tomorrow. You can never ever be. One single person in IPOB is responsible that today, if you're still answering Jonathan or John or whatever your name is, and not Musa, or Idris is because of IPOB. That was the reason why Lai Mohammed said a group like IPOB that does not even recognize Nigeria as a state sets up its own army. Why won't we have an army? Who born you? And think it's the sovereign state, that we are different from bandits. Why did we set up Eastern Security Network? Why? Do you see the way they lie? Do you see how Nigeria is a place where the devil resides? We set up ESN to tackle Fulani terrorism and the menace of Mieti Allah. Everybody knows that. But now they are touring all over the world, telling the world, Nnamdi Kanu formed an army. He formed a militia. He formed a militia. Because they have the money. And they think that we don't. To pay every frontline lobbying firm around the world to go about preaching this blatant falsehood that we formed an army. Will your army defend our mothers when they're being raped in the farms? I keep asking. I'm here. And I'll ask the UN. If you say I shouldn't form an army to defend the land of Biafra, when my mothers are being raped in the farm, are you going to send a UN special force to come and protect them? I think we all know the answer to that, and the answer is no. Then you allow me to defend my land the best way I know fit. And that's what we are doing. And no Jupiter, I say no Jupiter, can stop us. No Jupiter can, nobody. Eastern Security Network has come to stay forever and ever. No going back. They're about to see something they have not seen. And in Imo State, I will set an example with Imo State so that others will know. You see, because of this priest, the wife and the children they kidnapped today, I will set an example. I'm saying I'm in America, because there were some idiots who are saying, we are going to stop him from coming to America. These are idiots who are power drunk, sacked from IPOB. I'm in America. And I said, after doing what I will do in that zoo called Nigeria, I will be the one to hand myself over. I'll go to Hague. I will be in Hague. ICC. They don't have to look for me. I'll hand myself over to ICC. Let them not release this priest and the wife. Then when you're hearing about Imo State, what is happening there? Because if you leave them, you don't know if you are the next person they will take. That is the way the zoo works. You need to understand the psyche of the Fulani. That is how they behave. Some of you are foolish, you cannot see because you're blind. Out of your envy. You cannot be like me, I'm Nnamdi Kanu. You can never, not in a trillion years, you cannot be like me. This is what we are born to do. To set the captives free. That is our mission on this earth. Nothing more, nothing less. For your information. Lai Mohammed, why did you proscribe IPOB? We proscribe them because they don't recognize Nigeria as a state. Please don't compare apples and oranges. So IPOB is apple and those killing people are oranges. From a minister of state. And you have journalists that went to school with conscience. Oh my God in heaven. Journalists with conscience writing rubbish against IPOB. When asked if the bandits are not also threatening the sovereignty of Nigeria by taking up arms against the city, these are bandits that took up arms. These arms were supplied by Fulani governors in the north. It's a grand plan to take over Nigeria and give to Fulani Janjaweed all over West Africa. When they asked them, but why is it you have not proscribed those that took up arms against the citizens of the country, as opposed to IPOB that took up no arms against Nigeria? He said, listen, Lai Mohammed, security challenges are one thing. Challenging the sovereignty of Nigeria is a completely different thing. So challenging the sovereignty of Nigeria by asking for a referendum is more dangerous than people slaughtering and raping all of you. That's what he said. And who created Nigeria? A white man and a white woman. So all of you will be sacrificed at the altar of one Nigeria that was created by a white man and a white woman. And you claim you are black Africans. I don't know the God. I've said to God, though, in my next life, any attempt to take me to Africa, any attempt, Chineke want to take me to Africa, I will start fighting heaven. I'm telling you the truth. I have never seen a people that steadfastly refuses to reason. What Lai Mohammed, if you hear him, you would think he loves Nigeria, yes? No, he's saying it because of the money he's making. How he's going to be, you know, now they are now having empires. After being the governor, your child can be the speaker. After that, you know, that dynasty thing, like the Sarakis of Kwara. People are now building, they are now marrying each other. Their son is now marrying their daughter. They're building a dynasty. Because of oil and gas coming from Biafra land. Now, listen very carefully, please. He said, don't armed robbers threaten the security of lives in the country? It's everywhere in the world. People can... He failed to say that people are also agitating everywhere else in the world. Nicola Sturgeon, the first minister of Scotland, is agitating. They will not say to us, oh, why don't you join politics? You play politics with monkeys. Can you go into Serengeti Game Reserve, and you call lion, and you call antelope, and you call zebra, and say, come, there's some political party? Is that possible? Nigeria is a zoo. Some call it a jungle. There are no rules. The only thing that Britain wants is that let us just say there is a government in power so it can be taking oil and gas. That's the only thing that concerns them. You can kill yourselves there. The more you die, anyways, even better, because they have said that they want to reduce Africa's population by 3 billion. No, world population by 3 billion. And most of them will come from Africa. So if you kill yourselves there, nobody gives a damn. Why do you think that when fighting is going on in Africa, as is now going on in Ethiopia, in the Tigray region, nobody's talking all over the world? Africans, you can kill yourselves. You don't matter in the scheme of things. You people are irrelevant. You can succeed and come abroad and become our cleaner and our bus driver and do all these menial jobs. If you're lucky, one or two of you can make it and become a known figure all over the world. But apart from that, collectively, you're not. But we don't feel any shame, do we? We have in this UG, we have no shame. We have no class. We have no decency. Now, this same Lai Mohammed, I want to bring you to something about how duplicitous these people are. This same man that is saying that you cannot dialogue with bandits, they have no name. The same man, note this thing down, please. The same man that said you cannot, they have no name. Listen to what he had to say. He went further to say, when that dirty sheikh, not that idiot with that wears the dirty rag. He looks very filthy. How that person can be an Islamic scholar is beyond me. Islamic scholars are very, very intelligent. Islamic scholars are very, very intelligent. How somebody can say that Islamic scholars are, they look so dirty. Very, very dirty. Very, very dirty. Did you see it? The so-called Islamic scholar. Very dirty, Sheikh Gumi. They said he went about talking to what's it called? He went about talking to bandits inside the forest. Listen, a man that said we cannot proscribe them because they have no name. I want you to pay attention. How do I describe it in this UG? How do I get them? This thing that I have to say now, how do I get people to be able to be reasonable enough to understand what I'm saying? That's the problem I have now in this UG. I want you to listen very carefully. A while ago, Lai Mohammed said we cannot proscribe Fulani bandits because they have no name. Is that correct? Now, the same man said he is in support of Sheikh Gumi's, they call him Sheikh Gumi's dialogue with the same people that has no name. Most of us, people don't understand in IPOB, we are engineers, we are doctors. I'm in America. You need to come and see the mansion I'm staying in America. It belongs to an IPOB family member who is a coordinator in Texas. When you... my goodness, people are daft, you know. We have doctors, we have engineers, we have nurses, we have everything. And those whose job is to rear cattle is trying to dictate our lives for us. Can you believe such nonsense? I want you to know that Nigeria is a den of liars and deceivers. The sooner you know it, the better. We support Sheikh Gumi's peace initiative with bandits. And we respect him. From who? From the same Lai Mohammed. Do you see how they roll? When it suits them, IPOB is a monster. It's evil. Destroy it. On the other hand, they are negotiating with bandits. The same people that have no name. Why is it easier for you to negotiate with people that have no name than those that has a name? Now you see, It's called contradictions. But because they have so much money, their worth is nearly 30 billion to deceive the world. The world is more corrupt now than it's ever been in the history of mankind. They come to America here, they spray some money around, they give money to consultants, they go to Capitol Hill, they speak grammar, they wear suit, based on proceeds of blood from the zoo, to try to defend what is in essence indefensible. I wish the USA can have conscientious people, as in years gone by, people who are not swayed or persuaded by money. Even today in America, even in their politics, they are becoming as corrupt as the third world. If you don't have money to buy your way through, nothing happens. Evil is happening all over the world, and the whole US is keeping quiet. And evil is happening. What is that evil? Speaking on TVC morning show, the same Lai Mohammed, after AIT went to, before his AIT rubbish, went to TVC and said that their government is using the back channels to address the security challenges in the country. Adding that bandits might be ready to listen to the cleric than they would to the government. So let there be peace. This is from Lai Mohammed, the same man that said to you that they have no name, we cannot prescribe them. But when it comes to amnesty, giving hard-earned money gotten from the south to the north to armed killers and robbers, it doesn't matter that they don't have a name. So when it comes to pampering murderers and killers, it doesn't matter if they have a name or not. Now you understand the type of country you're in. So when some of you wake up in the morning and say that you are a proud Nigerian, you can now understand the reason why I say that a wild beast in the forest is better than you, because you're a complete fool and an idiot. This is what they have reduced governance to. This is what Lai Mohammed has reduced governance to. This is how sad and terrible things are in the damnable Zoological Republic. They don't have a name. We can't prescribe them. Oh, but by the way, we can negotiate with them to give them more money, give them cars, give them arms, give them everything. In the name of amnesty. The same people that you claim have no name. They have turned logic on its head, upside down. Upside down. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. No matter how sensible you are in Nigeria, no matter the type of education you have, if you fail to see what the Fulanis are planning for you, then you're a fool. Have you ever heard any Fulani person before come out to openly condemn even the bandits? That dirty looking pig called a sheikh. That's the thing about Yoruba media. They say he's a respected sheikh. It's like respected Islamic scholar. And I want you to go through all their newspaper publications. The same words they will never use for anybody from the East. Even if you're an avid supporter of one Nigeria. Never. Never. They can never say the renowned lawyer, the renowned judge. Never. That has led a lot of people to think that maybe there is a symbiotic relationship between the Yoruba and the Fulani. Maybe they are benefiting from one another. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is. But something very horrible is happening in the zoo. And it is our duty and responsibility to bring it to the attention of the world. A governor, the Bauchi State governor said, Governor Bala Mohammed said, headsmen, Fulani will continue to carry AK-47, which means they will continue to rape our mothers, a sitting governor in Nigeria. And somebody will have the temerity to rise up to ask us, why ESN? Why are you armed? You are telling a governor is saying that people who are rapists and murderers, that they have the right to carry AK-47. A sitting governor. Bala Mohammed is his name. A governor. He explained, according to a news report in the zoo, according to Vanguard, that headsmen would continue to carry weapons because they need protection. How about my mother who is being raped? And don't take my word for it. I want you to simply go to your Google and you type in women raped. Type it in Google. Women raped in Ebonyi State. Now listen, in Ebony State, by Fulani headsmen. When we say these things, people don't understand. When we say it, they keep complaining. But they must understand. They must understand. Just Google it. I said, go to your Google now. I want you to follow. It's a simple. What do you have there? Have you found it? Go to Google and you will see it. Just Google women raped in Ebony State by Fulani headsmen inside Google. You will see reports everywhere. July 1st, 2020. Woman raped by headsmen in Anambra dies in Ebony. These are the people that a sitting governor in Nigeria is saying we should give arms to. And when you, is there, isn't it? When you come out and say, in fact, let me read one for you here. It's awful, but it sounds hilarious. They caught one, this December, this news was published by Sun Newspaper. Go and Google this one. Fulani headsman, Google it please. I will speak very slowly. Fulani headsman who raped a Ebonyi woman to death says, I only did one round. Is here. And Dave Umahi, the governor of Ebonyi State, is aware of all these things. Now, my question to them is this. My question to zoo people is this. All you zoo animals calling yourselves Nigerians, my question to you is this. When this Fulani man armed with AK-47 comes to rape my mother, what should I do? What am I supposed to do? Because here, it is very clear that their governor have said to them, we need to allow them to continue to carry AK-47 assault rifles. And I'm asking you a very simple question. A very, very simple question. When they come with the assault rifles to rape our mothers, what are we supposed to do? Be clapping for them or reciting the Quran? So as they are raping our mothers in the farm, we'll be reading the Quran. We'll hadith. We'll be reciting it for them. And our mother was raped to death. One in Anambra, one in, not one, just one I'm able to see right now, if you Google it. And they say you have governors. They want to do their own security. Do you see how foolish? Sometimes in Nigeria, everybody's foolish. Everybody's hopeless. Nobody can reason very well. And you want to compare yourself to the great IPOB that heaven itself created. Who are you? Are you more intelligent than us? Are you more educated than we are? Do you want us to start speaking English? I ask you speaking grammar all the time. Wole Soyinka was speaking grammar for very many years. It didn't stop the Fulani cow from eating his corn. It didn't stop them. English cannot stop a marauding headsman. English language cannot stop them. You are speaking English to people in Abuja who don't understand English language. Like Lai Mohammed and the zoo. And these are the sort of country that people are saying, he's my country, and I'm a Nigerian. You should be ashamed of yourself for opening up your stinking mouth to say, I'm a Nigerian, I'm a brother. You are a fool, a complete idiot, now and forevermore. You are a fool. They are playing with your brain. By the time you realize it will be too late. They are raping our mothers all over the place. You want me to fold my arms and behave like Umahi or like one of these idiotic governors in the East? Is that what you want? Or be like Wike, even supply more women for them to be raping in the North? Is that what you want? I think that some people are demented. I am preaching this very gospel this very day. The time now is 19 minutes past 1 p.m. here in Houston, in Texas, United States of America, where they fought a war, series of wars before they became free. I remember there's a man called General Houston in this part of the world, isn't it? It was General Houston that took this very place from the Mexicans. Is that not correct? The Mexican general was called Santa Anna. If some of you can remember, because I know American history. That is before General Houston came to fight Santa Anna here, where I am right now. They fought against the British. They fought against the Native Indians. They fought against the French. They fought against everybody. They even fought against the Spanish and the Mexicans. How many wars? Today, they are the leading light in the whole world, not minding the efforts of Satan to bring darkness into America, but they will not succeed. Because this is a land that belongs to God Almighty in heaven. America is God's own country, without a shadow of a doubt. If you come here, you even feel it. There is something about this, when you come into USA, there is something you feel. You feel that everything is possible. United States, when you come into America, the sky is very close to you. You feel like the sky is very close to you. In other countries, the sky feels like it's billions of miles away. There is something very unique about this very place. Very, very unique about it. And that is why they are preeminent. No matter what anybody does, no country can overtake the USA. No country can. Mind, it is the longest running empire in the history of mankind. That is what I mean by that is a very powerful state. Because every other empire, what I mean by empire is not a colonizing empire, a conquering empire, but an empire in terms of influence and reach. And I pray today that God will maintain, because Americans, they used to have conscience. I don't know where their conscience have just gone to, but in America before, they used to have conscience. And we are praying for that to return. We are praying for that to return. And that is why we must do all we can to defend Biafra land with the last drop of our blood. Zamfara governor, Bauchi governor, every governor in the north, we will dialogue with them. Nobody has condemned them. No governor in the north has come out, not even nobody has come out to condemn what the bandits are doing, what Fulani people are doing with AK-47. But you want to stop those defending their land with AK-47. Can you believe such nonsense? Can you believe such nonsense? These are the things, and Yoruba people, Yoruba, my friends and my brothers, my sisters in Yoruba land, go and take down today's date, 13th day of February 2021. Tomorrow is the anniversary of the burial of my parents, killed by the same Nigerian government. Killed by Nigerian government. I am telling you today, Saturday, 13/02/2021, if you people continue this way, if you continue this thing, this dance you're dancing with Tinubu, hey, I will come back live on air and tell you, I told you so. Remember my warning? I am warning you today. You people should abandon Tinubu and his so-called useless 2023 ambition, or else you will die with him. Yoruba land will be gone. Write it down. Saturday, 13/02/20. Ask yourself, why is it that these criminals, these criminal headers and killers are not in Biafra land, dragging our land with us? Because they know that we are prepared to die with them. When they see you as in the middle belt, they value life, they like begging. Oh, please, we are sorry now. It's one Nigeria. Let us keep this country going. The more you stay in one Nigeria, the more you will die. Because Fulani needs that fake unity to conquer you. Before they conquered the Hausa, they were telling them we are Hausa Fulani, Hausa unity between Hausa and Fulani. By the time the Hausas woke up, Fulani is already in middle belt. They have come again. One Nigeria. Let's put Nigeria together. Let Nigeria be one. And in it, you're going to die. You will perish. Because everything that is artificial on this earth comes to an end. Nigeria is an artificially created product. It must come. It has an expiry date. It has expired and it must come to an end. But before it comes to an end, Fulani will deal with all of you. It's punishment from God, for information, for all people who did against Biafra. People are suffering today. Who are the ones suffering today? All those that ganged up against Biafra, they're the ones suffering. You know, we sinned against God, and God allowed Britain to use Nigeria to punish us. We know that very well because we did a lot of very horrible things. Very horrible things. Human sacrifices, all these stupid rituals that we're doing. Worshipping idol. Bowing down before a graven image. An image carved by the hands of man. Rubbish. Today, that's the one thing about Almighty God that we worship. Anytime you go against Israel, God will use you to punish Israel, no doubt. But after that, his anger will turn against you. That's what is happening now. All those that fought against Biafra, all the lies, all the deceits against Biafra is now in the open. Do you know I keep reading journals and articles all over the world saying that when they kill us Biafrans or they arrest us, they say it's purported, it's alleged. Even if you show them where the army is shooting people, killing them live, it's alleged. Purported, alleged. because liars have taken over the whole world. We no longer have people of truth. But we are here, and we'll keep ramming it down their throat until they understand and get some sense. They understand and come to the realization that as long as we are alive, we cannot be silenced. We cannot be gagged. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how you do it. We continue to strive on every blessed day, relentlessly and consistently, until Biafra is restored, or we all die. One of the two must happen. Governor Bello Matawale said that the government won't abandon ongoing dialogue with bandits, people that have no name. They have no name. There is no name. They have no name, but you can dialogue with them. But those that have names, you claim you can kill them. Does that make any sense to any living being? And all of you are clapping. Lai Mohammed, there is no Buhari in Nasarok. Only an idiot believes that it's Buhari. There is no Buhari. People out of shame, out of envy, out of jealousy, don't want to concede. Have you heard from him? In all this raging debate, you hear from Garba Shehu, you hear from Lai Mohammed, you hear from the great harlot herself, Loretta Noche. Do you hear from a president who is sitting in a country that is boiling at the precipice? And I'm splitting with my Yoruba people. My Yoruba people, please, please, please. Now is the time to end Nigeria. Look at what happened at Lekki. Now is the time to end Nigeria. End it completely. Or else you'll be there thinking of, you know, it's like corn. Let me tell you one thing about oil and gas in Biafra land. It's like corn that we give to chicken. When you want to trap chicken, you'll be dropping corn, small, small. And the chicken will follow you into the house. You close the door and you kill it. That is what is happening. Anytime you want to reason, they will tell you, oh, remember how you're going to pay your workers. Oil and gas, oh, oil and gas in the east, oil and gas. You idiotically agree. In one Nigeria. And by the time your mother goes to the farm, she's raped and cut into pieces. By the time you realize it's too late. I'm asking you today a very simple question. How many governors from the north has ever condemned what Fulani bandits are doing? Or should I say Mieti Allah? None of them. Which goes to show you that they are all in it together. They know what they are doing. But because people from the south are so stupid and I keep asking myself, is it that those from this when I mean the north, I mean the core north, Janjaweed north, the Sharia north. Does it mean they are more intelligent than we are in the south? How did they succeed in dividing us so much? They come to the east and they divide us. They say, oh, you're not Igbo. No, you don't do anything with them. They go to the west and say, oh, Igbo man is your worst enemy. Biafra is our enemy. And you agree. How did they manage to convince all of you? And I keep asking this question all the time. It's time to wake up and smell the coffee because I'm in America. They love coffee here a lot. You will not hear any Janjaweed governor condemn what is happening in the north. But anytime we try to resist them, you see them shouting all the time. That tells you something about these people. That tells you something about their mindset. That tells you something about what they have in store for you. If you do not wake up now, tomorrow may be too late. Not just for you, but for your children, even those who are unborn. As the Yorubas are now fighting and struggling to retain their own forest. That the Fulani had the audacity to kill Amotekun operatives. Even police are arresting Amotekun. That was the reason why I tweeted yesterday calling for OPC, and I wrote about it again on Facebook today, calling on OPC to take over. OPC needs to take over because they have the pedigree. They need to take over. They must take over. They must take over. We will support amnesty. I want you to Google something, please, because I want evidence, because the whole world is listening. Go to Google and you Google, I will support amnesty for bandits, says Lai Mohammed. Google it. The same Lai Mohammed that said, we banned IPOB, we proscribed IPOB and tagged them a terrorist group, not because they stole anything or they killed anybody, but because they are asking for freedom. The same man that said we cannot proscribe bandits because they have no name, the same man is now telling you we will support amnesty for bandits. What does that tell about Nigeria? It tells you that you have no president to start with and that gangsters are now in charge. A band of blood-sucking demons, criminals all over the place. All over the place. Unless you know their game, you can't understand. Sometimes they come on social media, they change their name to a southern sounding name or middle belt to attack you. If you're foolish, you will think a human being is attacking you, but no. These are the games they're playing. But anytime they come against IPOB, they know they have met a brick wall. They understand that very well. We cannot ban them, we cannot prescribe them because they have no name. But we can negotiate with them and give them money to go and buy even more arms. Even more arms. Headsmen with AK-47 is for self-defense. But Eastern Security Network with AK-47 is not for self-defense. Do you understand? And as I'm saying this, let me also remind, if you know who Pusa Adema very well, please go and tell him that those people that they abducted today, the reverend, the rabbi they abducted today, they must release him. I'm warning everybody to go and warn Hope Uzodinma and George Obiozo. They must release them. They must release them. Or else that thing they're looking for in Imo State, they are going to get it. They are going to get it. They are going to get it. Absolutely, they are going to get it. Have they stopped us? Of course, they cannot stop us. For 1 second there, we lost our transmission, but we are live and direct. After all, we are in the USA. And the banditry in the zoo will continue, even according to the midget who brought in bandits himself, El Rufai. He said it is going to continue. And I told you people before, forget about the zoo, they make noise so much. You see them today with their police showing off. When the trouble starts now, they will go and call the army. When the army will come and fail, they will go and start begging Cameroon and Chad to help them. I was telling you, I have been telling you for years now, that the zoo called Nigeria, they have never won any war before. They have never fought any war. They have never won any war in their lives before. Some of you thought I was joking. Even this Atahiru was the one that presided over Operation Python Dance, in case you've forgotten. When he's done, I'm sure they will give him ambassadorial position. I'm sure that's what they will do. Isn't it? This same man, Atahiru, from 82 Division in Enugu, that was busy killing civilians. The idiot that failed to command any sector successfully in the fight against Boko Haram is the one that appointed to go and be their new chief of army staff. Let me tell you what he said. He said army to involve Cameroon forces in insurgency fight. I told you before, Nigeria has never won any war before in their lives. Biafran war was fought by Britain, Russia, Egypt, and Islamic countries. If God is my witness, if ordinary ESN with Nigerian army will defeat them. Anytime, any day. Anytime. That is why they keep abducting civilians. They know where we are. They can come to the forest where we are. They know where we are. But because of the cowardly nature of Nigerian army, they only go after soft targets. Common Boko Haram that they created, they cannot defeat. They are begging Chad. Chad is one of the poorest countries in the world. The poorest in the world. They are begging Chad. They are begging another poor country, Cameroon, to come and help them to fight a war. But they are the giant of Africa. Giant for only by mouth. They cannot do anything. If you think that we will fight a war and that Nigeria will defeat Biafra, then you are insane. You are insane. If you cannot defeat a ragtag army of a zealots in Sambisa forest, how can you defeat Biafra? How? I'm asking you. Oh, sorry. Britain will help you. Britain will tell all the lies. Will lie to America, lie to everybody, try to deceive everybody on behalf of the zoo. Come on to fight insurgency that the Fulanis created to remove Jonathan from power. They cannot defeat them. They are going to beg Cameroon. Are these the people that you think will defeat us? Are these the idiots that will defeat Biafra? These idiots that are going to beg Cameroon and Chad to help them to fight a war? But they claim they are strong. They are only strong when it comes to killing unarmed civilians. Wretched cowards. Atahiru, that came to my house, commanded the army that came to my house, that led to the death of my parents. This idiot, you think he will go free? You people are you don't know what to have. We are going to show the world madness. Our own madness will soon start. When it starts, we'll show them what is real. You think that Boko Haram is madness? We'll show you pure madness. Haram will show you madness. Continue what you're doing. Don't release this. Keep the rabbi. Because I want an excuse. When I do what I'll do in Imo State, they will ask me why. I'll say they must release the rabbi. They must release him. I will release him by force. Because no, people don't, I want to tell my Yoruba brothers, no army can fight a war on 2 fronts, talk less of 3 fronts. It's not possible. Now they want to use Fulani terrorists to intimidate the Yoruba race, to grab your land. That is why OPC must come out and replace Amotekun. OPC must come out to replace Amotekun, or else your land is gone. Write it down, 13th of February 2021, what I'm telling you today. Write it down somewhere. Because if you don't show Fulani madness, you're gone. You are gone, you are finished. You must show Fulani that you're more insane than they are. They are going to beg Cameroon to fight for them. They're going to beg Chad. But they claim that the giant of Africa, all the money being given to them by United States of America, by EU, everybody to fight insurgency, they buy weapons, they give it to Fulani terrorists. Have you not seen the video? Have you not seen the video? Have you not seen? People should post it on my wall on the comment thread of this very broadcast. Have you not seen the video? They give them money to fight insurgency. Fulani will use the same money to go and buy weapons from Russia. Those things are Russian-made ordnance. They buy it and they give it to all manner of vagabonds from the Sahel to come and rape our mothers in our land. Don't you know that? You don't think that all this is a plan and a plot and a ploy by them? They come, when you complain, remember 2023? Build alliances. Every idiot will now start running around trying to see the fellow idiots to convince. Do you understand what I'm saying now? Nigeria cannot fight a war. Their army is not trained. It's not a volunteer army. Ours is a volunteer army. Theirs is not. If you don't pay them salary, they go home. Ours will bring our money from our own pocket to support what we believe in. Because we are fighting for something far more superior than oil and gas. We are fighting for freedom. And freedom for everybody. If you choose to misunderstand our intentions, that is your business. If you convince yourself otherwise that what we are doing is not for the good of all, that is entirely up to you. But remember that you have Fulani in your bush and in your forest to contend with. If not for what we are doing, do you think anybody will have the courage to rise up and to say no to Fulani? Of course not. It's because of what IPOB is doing. So I know some of you go back in your bedrooms to give us credit. I know some of you do. You hide and you give us credit. We don't need it. It doesn't matter what you say. What we know for certain is that we are in these very efforts to liberate the land of Biafra, and there is nothing any idiot can do about it. Atahiru Jega, or what? No, sorry, something Atahiru, not Jega. Jega is the idiot from former INEC chairman. He is their chief of army staff. He cannot fight a war. He has just been in a war. He's a quota general. All they know how to do is to kill protesters. That is all they can do. That is the only thing they know how to do. And unless we are prepared for a revolution, don't come out to protest, please. There's no need for it. There is no need for it. You must come out in a revolution. Yoruba, take care of Yoruba land. Biafrans, take care of the East. Middle Belt, rise up in the Middle Belt. Then we'll overwhelm them. How many are they? How many police people came there to let you to drive all of you away? Because you don't understand the zoo very well. You want to play democracy with animals. It doesn't work that way. Before you know it, the lion will rise up and eat the zebra. That's what happening there. That is what is happening in the Zoological Republic. That's what's happening there. Do you know that these people without conscience, Lagos State Governor, with his cronies, they demolished the houses of the people that witnessed the massacre during NSAS, and everybody is quiet. All of you are quiet, just looking. I don't know who did this to you people. I have no idea. Is it your hatred for Biafra, or your enviousness towards the accomplishments of IPOB? What is stopping people from rising up and saying enough is enough? Members of the communities that witnessed the October 20 shooting of peaceful protesters by Nigerian soldiers has been basically had their homes demolished. The only army that kills civilians, that is meant to protect. All of you, in that 1999 constitution, they wrote it there, that the army can come to help the police. Fulani, they know what they were doing. That is is why everywhere you go is Fulani head. Fulani everywhere. They know, they understand. They know that some of us are very foolish. We cannot reason. That is the reason why now army no longer defend the country. They now specialize in killing civilians and propping up a regime. That is now their job. Only in Africa. And Africans are sheepish. Hey, I don't want to go close to Africa again. No. God knows. I don't want to go close to Africa. God is my witness. Instead of me to come again as an African, let me come as a tree in the forest. Can I in the forest? At least if you cut me down, you can use me as firewood, charcoal, or center table. I'm telling you the truth. I don't know how Africans reason. I have never seen, even monkeys cannot reason this way. The way black people reason in Africa. Even monkeys cannot reason that way. God have mercy on you people. Have mercy on you people. The same, so nobody is asking these soldiers why is it when it comes to killing civilians you have bullets, you have armaments, but anytime you're asked to go and fight terrorists in Sambisa forest, you say we have no arms, we've run out. But you never run out of arms to kill civilians. Never ever. When it comes to killing civilians, you have arms in abundance. But when it comes to fighting terrorism, no, you don't have any. You don't have any. They have gone to they've demolished it, and everybody will just go home and do nothing. And their media, this person said that, that person said that, and at the end of the day, nothing happens. Nothing happens. Once again, I'm going to open the lines in a very short while. Remember when the Fulani said they were going to ban open grazing? It's a lie. Fulani can never, they want to take your land from you. It's a lie. If you like, fall for the lies, that is your business. We are not falling for it. Fulani will take your land from you. You can't do nothing. Go to Middle Belt and see it. They bring out one of your sons or your daughters. They promise the idiot something. Oh, don't worry, we'll make you president of the Senate. You will be the Speaker of the House of Representatives. That's all. The idiot will start talking rubbish. Let's keep Nigeria one. Did you create Nigeria? Only create Nigeria. Did you create Nigeria? I'm asking you. The person that created Nigeria is dead. Dead. Without shame, black people. We have so much to get through today. So much. I'm preaching the gospel of heaven. I told them no one I won't hear them. They thought it was a joke. A time will come, we'll match force with force. Anything they want, we give them. Anything they want, we give them. Let them not release this priest. Can you tell him what I want to see? Let them not release him now. They will see what he will say to become. Go, all of you intellectuals, prepare what you're going to write. Oh. Prepare it now. All that useless grammar you're speaking, prepare it very, very well. Because you will need it in Imo State. Let them not release the chief priest. And then they'll see what will happen to them. And there are mad people everywhere. Your own daughters are being raped. Right now, they are in DSS custody. In DSS custody. I have complained to every agency in the world. Our daughters are being raped in Abuja right now. They are being raped. They are doing nothing about it. And you want me to fold my arms and be watching them and telling you this world is beautiful? Mad people everywhere. Mad people everywhere. They have built their railway. And all of you are there. That IPOB is challenging the sovereignty of Nigeria. Sovereignty created by who? You're not ashamed of yourself? You useless black monkeys. Sovereignty of Nigeria created by a white person. And you're not even ashamed of yourselves. You are defending the sovereignty in Africa created by a European. Can an African go to Europe to create sovereignty? You shameless fools. Can an African go to Europe or to Asia? You know, this UG people are disgrace to humanity. Disgrace to humanity. But of course we know I am comforted by the word of God. That when Elohim wanted to set the Israelites free, he hardened the heart of Pharaoh. That's what is happening in the zoo. They cannot see it coming. But my God, it is coming. No Biafran should join any street protest anywhere. No street protest. If they want a revolution, we go for full steam ahead. What Nigeria needs is a revolution. Or else the Fulanis will swallow you alive. If you don't know, let me tell you. Give me the number again, let me call it. I want want to talk to children of light, especially those in America. Pick up the phone, and if they call, please take the call from that very phone, please. Take the call and let us hear what they have to say. I am in the United States of America. That's where I am, in Houston, Texas, to be precise. The time here now is approximately it's 1:45 p.m. in the afternoon. 1:45 p.m. in the afternoon, we are spreading the gospel. Discipline is key. For us to prevail, we must be disciplined. Somebody wrote me a letter, an open letter from Aba about POS. If you are in any cult in Aba, I don't believe it is people. The people attacking POS agents are policemen in Mufti and Army. They are no longer collecting enough money at checkpoints, so they are coming into Aba to kill people. We are going to catch one of you. And I want everybody doing POS business, you people must meet, you must have a street or a place where we know that you will be in all the time. Go and rent shops there so we can protect you better. We'll catch one of them. If we catch one of you coming to kill people again, POS, people doing their business in their homes, oh dear me, pray we don't catch you. Because from now I am asking every Eastern Security Network operative in Aba to make sure that nobody, even the vehicles that come with their escape route, nobody attacks any POS merchant again and gets away with it. We must apprehend them. If you are in a cult and you are the people attacking POS agents, I'm asking you, I am telling you today that you shouldn't continue that way. If we catch you, any cult I hear in Aba, any cult I hear in Aba involved in this POS nonsense, you will be obliterated. All of you. Bar none. Our job, we're not like the zoo. We have come to save lives. The lives of Biafran people, not to take it. That is our job. The lives of Biafran people is what we are not like zoo soldiers that kill civilians. You don't do that. You don't do that. We are not savages. For your information, I have received your letter. The person that wrote this very letter to me about what is happening in Aba, these POS people who are under attack. Let me see. Your name is Emeka Tony Chuku. I have gotten your letter, and I'm telling the whole of Aba, both those who are in volunteer, those who are in ESN, ordinary family members, anywhere POS is attacked again, block their exit route and catch one of them alive for us. That's all. So that idiot will tell us who sent him, and then we can set an example with them. No attack in Aba whatsoever on POS merchants. People are doing their legitimate business. Leave them alone, for goodness sake. We are not criminals. The Fulani Janjaweeds are. We are not. Anibumu Chineke, don't forget that. We are the children of light. And when Biafra comes, everybody will have a stake in it. It's not going to be like the zoo. Everybody will have a stake in Biafra. Everybody will live a very good life in Biafra. So there is no need involving yourself in any form of criminality. Go and join ESN and fight for the liberation of your land. No criminality will be condoned. This, if it is a soldier or police, once we catch you in Aba and you're in a soldier or you're police, okay, you will see what will happen. Do we have somebody on the line, please? Do we have anybody on the line? Who is that very person? Who is that very person? Somebody from Houston, Texas. Yes, the person can call, please. The person can call. We have somebody on the line, please. Your name and where you're calling from. We are live and we are direct from Houston, Texas, and the world is listening.
Good afternoon. Amaka from Houston, Texas.
Amaka from Houston in Texas. Please go ahead. We are listening.
Yes. First of all, I've been taking notes this whole time. I've been listening to you. Thank you so much for answering the call of God, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I'm born in America in the diaspora, but I have family in the East and I visit very frequently. And it has always been on my heart, Nigeria and the things going on in Nigeria. It's just that in America, it seems that people don't care. our brethren are more interested in the flashy life and, nice cars and everything, as opposed to truly freeing our people in order for all of us to take part in a wonderful life.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm sorry. I've been taking notes, so I have and to everybody listening, I know those in Nigeria may not be able to hear my accent so well, but please bear with us. I am a child of Biafra. Okay.
Yes.
So number two, I've been searching for information for the official IPOB particularly in Houston. So I'm very happy to be getting through to you. I've been looking for probably the past 4 months. And I saw an interview where you did a meeting in Houston, and there weren't so many people at the meeting. I think that's because it's not it's not well known to the community, IPOB, or especially the past generation. I'm in my late 20s, so people like my parents and things like that, they didn't I think that they've been traumatized from the war, and so people are scared to speak of Biafra and to really stand, because Igbos are warriors of peace. We don't allow these kinds of bad behaviors, raping of our grandmothers in the farm. My grandma goes to farm, and I've gone to farm with her since I was a child. And so I think that it's an abomination for those types of things to happen. Number three, indigenous people are like Native Americans in America. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know if you know of how Native Americans in America, they're given a stipend every month to live, because they are the indigenous people of this country. At a certain point in history, America was even going to kill all of the Native Americans. And that's how you have them in their reservations now, where they live and they continue their indigenous cultures, and the country doesn't touch them, and even gives them money to live their life in peace because of what they did to them. Even though we know that is not enough, for indigenous people should be able to have their own country and live their life the way that God told them from the beginning of time to live their life. So I know that I'm very late to the IPOB party, but I think that there's some things that maybe can help the fight or the determination of Biafra. I think one of those things is for Igbos in particular, and the indigenous tribes of the East should be able to have those kinds of, I don't know the word, those rights, internationally. Igbos need to be respected as indigenous people, number one. They are the original people of the land, and that is something that is already internationally is respected. We see in the rainforest in Brazil, they have those indigenous peoples that live there, and you can't touch them. If you touch them, it's all hell. It can break loose. You leave those people to live their life in peace.
Yes.
So okay, I'm sorry. So number four, let me see. People at home make this. Okay, so in regards to Fulani herdsmen, so in my place in Isukwato, I know that in the past 2 months, the escalation of kidnapping and rapings and all kinds of things that these insurgents are doing in our lands have increased, especially in the past 2 months. I don't really want to put too much of, my information. I don't want to get my people in Nigeria, in trouble or something, It's just that I just can't allow this thing to be continuing. So particularly in Isukwato, there's I guess they're boys. They're maybe called Akbara boys or something.
We are dealing with them. The same thing we did in Oba, we shall do to them. Anywhere we find a group of people, if you are doing cultism or you're in a cult, go and join the volunteers in your locality. If you continue this nonsense of cultism and we catch you, I thought, I'm sorry, will be better for you as a name. It's not going to happen. We went to Isukwata and we did some work in Isukwata, isn't it? A lot of work was done there last week or 2 weeks ago. And we shall continue to monitor the situation. But I can tell you that things are returning back to normal in Isukwata. Not just there, but across the land. A lot of very, very distressing events are taking place, and we cannot allow it to continue. Absolutely not. Amaka, I have your number here, and my secretary, Uchenna, will contact you in the next few minutes to make sure that I become part and parcel of this very effort to liberate our land from the rather insurgent Fulani army intent on colonizing and killing us. Thank you very much for calling. Thank you very, very much. Chief Aloy Chukwu is from where? He wants to talk to me. Chief Aloy Chukwu says he wants to talk to me. Can you please get his number and then transfer? I'm in America. Those of us in America, you are more than welcome to call. You are more than welcome to call. We have somebody else on the line. Is that correct, if I'm not mistaken? The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Hello, my leader.
My dear brother.
Hello. Hi, welcome to USA.
Thank you very much.
I'm my day contact work steady.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hey, so in the huh?
I'm here, yes.
Very good, very good. God bless you.
And you too.
I've been trying to contact you. We know brokers, but all the difficulty to get you.
And where are you based? So, where are you based?
I'm based in Portland.
Portland, Oregon.
Yes.
My geography is still very good.
And Portland, they look IPOB here. Also, man of my family.
It's enough. You and your family is more than enough representation for us in Portland. We can build it from there. What I have to say to you is that we have noted down your number 45 ending 4511, and my secretary will give you a call also very, very shortly to see how we can make sure that the family in Portland, Oregon grows exponentially. Thank you very much. There is nothing much for us to discuss. After this very program, I will get back to you. And if there are other things you want to say regarding what we are doing, then you are more than welcome to do so. We have a lot of people who are sending messages for us. This is Isuochi. Of course, we are going there. We are going to Isuochi. People are here. There are a lot of people from all these communities under siege in America. Bende is under siege. What is the Bende people doing about it in America? Isikwata is under siege. Our sister Amaka has called a short while ago to tell us all these places that is under siege. Enugu is under siege. Anambra is under siege. That ESN is fighting very, very hard to make sure that we bring it to an end. What are those communities doing in America? What are they doing in the United States of America? Are they part and parcel of what we are doing or not? Are they part of it or not? I don't know what is happening in all this technology. What is going on here? Somebody's trying to call. I don't know what is going on with this iPhone. I can't understand it. A lot of people are trying to call us ostensibly from the USA. People are calling from the USA. People are calling us from the United States of America. Even here as well. I don't know what this one means. I'm trying to see if I can take the call. How is it that calls can come to iPad? Is that possible? Mm-hmm. How is that possible? I don't have any SIM card in here, so how is that possible?
It's connected to the Wi-Fi.
It's connected to the Wi-Fi and it's bringing everything here. I am seeing the type of technology I've not seen before. Let us try and see if it's going to work. I have somebody on the line. Can you hear me? They've gone.
Here.
They have gone.
My
leader.
Yes, please.
I have to step out from the... How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And where are you calling from? Give us your name, please.
I'm calling from Chicago.
From Chicago, your name, please, if you may.
My name is Clifford Onwigwe.
Onwigwe, thank you very much. The world is listening. Go
I'm
ahead.
from Rivers.
Which part of Rivers are you from?
Ikwere.
From Ikwere? Are you, what is the meaning of Wike in Ikwere?
Wike, that's the child that has power.
Okay, the governor of your state says it is a little baby on feeding bottle. A little baby.
He doesn't know nothing. He doesn't know nothing. He knows he's evil. He's just joking and wasting his time.
Thank you very much. Please go on. We are listening. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm trying to, maybe I will have to come to Houston.
Are you,
I
oh,
have to
please
come to
come.
Houston.
Please
Yes,
come.
I'm coming to Houston on Wednesday. I want to see you in person.
Please come. Come.
Okay, thank you
Have
very
you taken
much.
his number? Hold on. Let your number has been taken. Can you please make a note? Onigwe, is that correct?
Onigwe.
Onigwe. Onigwe.
Yes.
He is from Ikwere. Onigwe. But
Yes,
somebody
yes.
said he's from Yoruba. Hi, unbelievable. These people. Thank you very much. Onigwe, I'm waiting. On Wednesday you come. I'll be here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my dear brother. It's from Ikwere. See, things are happening here. I am in the United States of America. Our people are calling. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yes.
Please, your name and where you're calling us from.
From Chicago, your name.
No, can you lower your system? You are listening. There is a time delay. You know the speed of sound is about 850 miles per second. So please mute what you're listening with and talk to me on the phone if you can. Can you do that?
Yes, I can hear you.
Please go ahead. We're listening.
Yes, my name is Steve, calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes, Atlanta, Georgia. Go ahead.
Yes. We are so proud of what you're doing with Eastern Security Network.
Thank you.
Yes. One of my questions is this. You made mention of that Biafra will come through a referendum. And when the time comes that the referendum has been granted, is there any plan that we, the Biafrans living abroad, can be able to cast our own vote?
Yes, it will come via a referendum. If they say no, there are two things here. One is a referendum, the other one is a plebiscite. So, and if it is the plebiscite, which is the one we are going to run ourselves to determine or to gauge the preference of our people for Biafra, then everybody will participate. Regardless of where you are all around the world. Everybody will participate, so nobody will be left behind. Everybody will participate, but we also want all of you to participate right now in the process of getting us there, because we are spending a lot of money on Capitol Hill trying to get our message across. But some of you, you have your reps and you have your senators, and you can go and talk to them. You can go and talk to your senator. You can just even take some clippings from newspaper. Just print out newspaper headlines. Go make an appointment with your senator or your House of Reps member and say to them, this is what is happening in the zoo and we want to be free. Try and do that, but nobody will be left behind. Everybody will cast their votes regardless of where you are around the world.
Thank you. You're doing a great job.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you very, very much. People are calling. Of course, they are calling from all over the world. What is that? Why is it that when some people call, it comes out that way? What is going on? It's because too many calls, too many people calling, and as we expect them to. We are live and we are direct. I'm in Houston, Texas, and the time here now, if I am not mistaken, is 3 minutes past 2 p.m. in the afternoon. A rather cold afternoon in Houston, Texas, and we are taking calls from our people who are here in the USA. Too many calls coming in?
So many.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
I'm drinking water as we are waiting for people to join us. If you call us, we may have to call you back because the line is jamming. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Please, your name and where you are calling us from.
Almighty K, the choosing one.
You are blessed.
Mazi, Emmanuel,
Okafor Emmanuel, where are you calling from?
I'm coming from Houston, Texas.
The same Houston, Texas I'm in. I am in Houston, Texas.
Exactly, good. I'm at work. I work with the state government security. Yeah.
Oh, you work with the state government in Texas?
Yes, sir. Security, yeah.
Oh, the security. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
CDCJ, yeah. Almighty K, if you look at your tests and everything, I'm the only one that prefer you as a choosing one.
Thank you.
And I'm a chartered accountant by profession, and it has been awesome and define a man of your caliber. And I'm to say to you, I'm among of your 100 men you'll be looking for.
Very good.
I don't mind take my life and my blood. If it takes to go back to home and pray
and I can volunteer my life and my blood. All I want to say is, heaven, this is a heaven mandate. No Biafra, no life. I must die along with you. And I know it's a good cause. And I'm a member in Houston. I'm a contributing member.
You
and I
are
stand
a member of IPOB in Houston. Tell us your job
Yes,
again,
sir.
please.
Yes.
What do you do in America? What is your job?
My job, I'm a security officer in the government, TDCJ, sir. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Well, at least
Yes, sir.
you don't have any cattle here in Achinama. Are you a headsman in Houston?
Thank you very much. I love you.
Yes,
I love
because
you so
before
much.
they say miscreants, miscreants, we have good positions of authority in America. All we want is freedom. All we want is freedom.
Yes, sir. I love you so much, and I back you in prayer. I'm also, I have a calling too, and I've been in for the past 26 years in the ministry of God, and I'm not just like those fake ones down home there. But I thank God for everything. I want a freedom in all my life. I'm a freedom fighter, right from school and everything. Even when I was in school in America here, I'm also, they know me as a freedom fighter for the black too. So I appreciate all you've been doing, and we are backing up our ESN, a good job they are doing, and also backing them in prayer. We conduct fasting and prayer here. We do that too. And I want to thank you and the rest members of ESN down home, and always to ginger them, to uphold them and encourage them. And we are not going to stop. Either no Biafra, no life.
Of course.
Every one of us, we can perish.
Of course.
I'm ready, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Nnamdi, thank you very much. Thank you. I have another caller on the line. This caller, can you hear me? Your name and where you are, please. Yes, your name and where you are. This is Radio Biafra, and we are in Houston, Texas.
Yeah, my name is Ivan Sagunande. I'm calling from California. I'm from Imo State, Ikeduru, Imo State. I actually like what you're doing concerning criminality in Biafra land. And I want you to please continue on that part. I also want you to address all these boys in cybercrime. You know, those are no professions for tomorrow. It's not going to lead them anywhere. We have so much of them in nowhere, driving cars, doing nothing. Please, I need you to put in words for ESN to sanitize our community so that when we have the Biafra, which we already having, which is very close, so that we can be very comfortable. Because I'm sure by the time they finish with whatever they're doing in the cyber, they will come down low because criminals are criminals. Please, I so much love what you did on the people attacking the POS. Let's extend it and have a very sanitized environment. I'm just coming back from Nigeria. I like the environment. I'm more encouraged now in the farm work I'm doing to invest more in our farms since that the forests are becoming safer. Please, thank you. Keep it up.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. At least you had to go back home to try and do something. We are live and we are direct. We have somebody on the line with a number ending 6579. Can you hear me? No, they cannot hear me. They cannot hear me. I don't know why this very thing is ringing. I don't understand. We are live and we're direct. Please, the whole world is listening to what we are saying. We are in the United States of America. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you, Mazi, Nnamdi, Kanu.
Thank you very much. Please, your name and where you're calling from?
My name is John Okechukwu Okafor from Omunya, your local government area, Biafra land.
Thank you very much.
I'm calling you from New York City.
From New York. Thank you very much. The world is listening. Please go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, I just want to appreciate your work. I just want to thank you for your good work. And I pray that God Almighty will continue to bless you, guide you, protect you in anything you're doing. No evil fashion against you shall prosper. Continue your good work. No evil shall near you. I pray that God Almighty will take control. Another thing I just want to...
Go ahead. No. We have lost. Have we lost him? Have we lost him? Please, can you get Madam Okafor to make her announcement, please? Can you call Madam Okafor to make her announcement, please? Call her. We are live and we are direct. The caller on the line. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Please go ahead.
So I just want to appreciate your work. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. I believe that we are now, we're going to have an announcement from our woman leader here in the United States of America, because there's going to be a Zoom meeting. There is going to be a Zoom meeting, I believe, of some sort. Is she on the line? Is Madam Okafor on the line? Hello? Yes, madam, can you hear me? The world is listening. We are live and we are direct. Even heaven is bearing us witness. Please go ahead. As usual, introduce yourself and then make your announcement.
Okay, when do you want me to start?
Now, the world is listening. We are live on air. Please go ahead.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Good afternoon. Good evening to everybody, depending.
Yes, madam. I know we called you without any prior warning. I know.
Am I on? Because
yes,
I
of course you're on.
Hear the radio.
Am I on?
Okay,
of course
thank you
you're
so
on.
much.
Yes, go ahead.
Good afternoon. Good evening to everybody, depending on where you are listening from. My name is Mrs. Bridget Okafor, the leader of the Biafran women who are supporting the Biafran struggle in the United States. I wish to thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for this single opportunity to address the world on behalf of the Biafran women in USA. Today, we, the Biafran women in USA, are officially endorsing the Eastern Security Network established by our leader, Ohamadike Biafra. We, the women, are joining him to say no to the raping, no to the killing,
madam, are you there? Have you lost us? I can
no
hear you
to
very
the
well.
killing, and also all the atrocities that are being committed to our people back home. We, the women, will do everything possible to support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in stopping the Fulani herdsmen in Biafra land. And we are calling all the women, all the Biafran women in USA to register with us and join us in this fight to save our land, the lives and property of our people back home. Once again, we thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the members of IPOB for establishing the Eastern Security Network. We also thank the members of the Eastern Security Network who are spending days and nights in the forest to protect our people. We, the women, are assuring them that they will never lack what they will use to discharge their duties. The Lord is their strength. And in order to kick off this support for the members of the ESN and the Biafra struggle in general, we are announcing a special fundraising through the Zoom network on Friday, February 19, 2021 at 7 p.m. Eastern Time or New York time. Please, we are encouraging everybody to join us in this Zoom meeting so that we collectively can save our land. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will be addressing all the women, not just the women in America, the women all over the world, and also our husbands, fathers, and children. Please, if you want to join us and need to register with us, we are encouraging you to call the following members. My humble self, Mrs. Bridget Okafor, at 215-715-7709. Beatrice Ekezie, 347-517-7934. Or Rosemary Williams at 619-381-8579. Once again, on behalf of the Biafran women, I thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for establishing the Eastern Security Network, and we are happy and we continue to support her in all the activities in order to maintain the Eastern Security Network. Please, this Zoom meeting, we are encouraging everybody to join us and log in. And the Zoom information will be provided very soon in our flyer, as well as in the IPOB community radio. Thank you very much and remain blessed.
Thank you, Ise. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. That was the voice. That was the voice of our woman leader here in the USA. And we have somebody else on the line. Can you hear me? The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Please, your name, please, and where you're calling us from, if you may.
I am Lawrence Whitlock, and I am calling from Oregon in the U.S. And I just want to let you know that I have a lot of your supporters here from EBOOS and been following you. And as a white American, I support it. They have turned me onto your cause, and I am so proud of what you're doing and proud of the passion and support that my friends are giving.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So you're a white American, if I'm not mistaken. Can I describe you as such?
I am, sir, and I'm proud to support your cause.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. I will try and get in touch with you. I'll get my secretary to take your details, and I will personally get in touch with you. Thank you very much for calling. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. What am I so good in America? We thank him very much, and also our woman leader, Mrs. Bridget Okafor. Thank you very much for that. There's going to be a Zoom meeting. I think it's all over the world. Biafran women all over the world. They're organizing it, and I will address them. That will be on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. On Friday, I think is it 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern time?
I'll post it on Twitter.
Yeah, it will post it on Twitter as well, I think. So you try and do that. And yes, it's very great. Do we have any more calls? Any more people calling us from the USA? Of course, there are many calls are coming in from across the United States of America. The United States of America. We have somebody else on the line. Can you hear me? The caller on the line, your name, please, and where you're calling from?
Yeah, my name is Akobondo Amarachuku.
And where are you calling from?
I'm calling from New York.
From New York, please, go ahead. We're listening. The world is listening.
Yeah, Onyendu, my leader. I'm going to get two times, I greet you so much because so even though I'm not in the hospital, so
yeah, but please speak in English because the whole world is. You had a white man that called now, so they're listening. Please, my dear brother, speak in English so that everybody can hear you, please.
So what I'm saying is, I work in the hospital, so yes. All my colleagues, the Yorubas and other tribes, when we talk, they said, yo, your guy is making us proud. He are waking everybody. So I encourage you to put more fire, to put more energy, because what you are doing a very good job. Thank you so much, Onyendu.
Thank you very much.
Another thing again is, I don't think referendum, I think the days of referendum should be over now. What we should be doing is, to, maybe a kind of a revolution or something, because I think the time of negotiation is over now.
It's over, of course it is. Yes, we know that.
Yeah, it's over now. So if even the governors, I think if you follow them like this, how they are doing now, we can't do anything. If I thought we could could push them aside and take over this government, and run our things the way we want to run it. Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, my dear brother. Thank you very, very much. There are a lot of people who are calling. The caller on the line, can you hear me? The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi. Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you. Please, your name and where you're calling from. We are live and we are direct, and the world is listening.
My name is Mazi. I'm calling from Johannesburg, South Africa.
Johannesburg in South Africa. Please go ahead.
Yes, Mazi. Actually, I want to thank you, my able leader. I really want to thank you. And I also want to thank IPOB worldwide for making us proud, at least for giving us voice and the courage to resist the Fulani Janjaweeds in our land.
Yes.
Then another thing I want to emphasize on is the issue of history. I really want to advise our people, our parents, to make sure that they guide their kids in the aspect of history, because my dad participated in Biafran War.
Yes,
he's still alive, and he's currently a member of IPOB. And I grew up to love and embrace Biafra because of the history my dad told me. Yes. So our parents should endeavor to do their best in giving their kids at least some history about whom we are.
Mm-hmm.
Then I want to call on our people in South Africa as a whole. We have great men here, to be honest with you. We have men.
No, I'm coming to South Africa. Don't worry about that. We'll talk about it. I'm coming to South Africa. Today's program is for those of them who are in the USA. Don't worry, I am coming there. Your number has been taken, and my secretary will get in touch with you. I am coming to South Africa, and when I get there, we'll be able to rally them round and mobilize them as we're doing here in the USA. Thank you very, very much. We have somebody else on the line. Please, your name and where you are. This is Radio Biafra and the world is listening.
Hello, my name is Buchilo Okeke. I'm calling from California.
Yes.
And I am calling. Yes, sir. First of all, thank you, Oyendu, for coming and speaking to us in America. We really appreciate you. God bless you.
Thank you.
God keep you. God honor you. And God will see you through. I've been reading the book of Exodus, and whenever I read Exodus, it just takes me directly to you when I see the work that Moses did. And I want to support you and support every other person, ESN members that are coming and doing this work, fighting for us in the land. May God continue to protect everyone there. I'm also making this call to, first of all, speak to the millennials and the Gen Z generation. The fight for Biafra is not a fight just for the older folks it's a fight for young people as well. I want to encourage the people in America, talk to your kids. See the way we have Uchenna Okorafor, who's the secretary, young millennial that is fighting for the cause of Biafra. We have Amaka as well, who called earlier, young millennials fighting for the cause of Biafra. I am tired of seeing young people who are Igbos deny their culture, young people who are Igbos not speak for Biafra, but rather will be speaking about frivolous things that have no basis, that have no foundation in other nations. What is your concern talking about Burna Boy or about all these musicians, Wizkid and Davido? What is your business about that when your land is being ravaged and being stolen? We have to do better. This is a call for young people in America to stand up and speak for the cause of Biafra. This is our land. America doesn't own us. We will go back to Biafra. We're going to stand in our land and we're going to sing the praises of God in Biafra land when the time has come. Thank you, Oyendu, for your good work. May God continue to keep you. Thank you, Caroline Okorafor, Uchenna Okorafor, for your good work. May God continue to bless you, and God continue to bless the soldiers in ESN. May your labor never be in vain. So shall it be in Jesus' name. Amen.
He said, thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. I am very grateful for that. Buchi, hardcore from California. Hardcore. I am very, very grateful for his call. Very grateful. I don't have too many calls still coming in. The caller on the line, can you hear me? It's still ringing, isn't it? Yes, the caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Please, your name and where you are, please.
All right, my name is Chijoke Norom. I'm calling from Maryland.
From Maryland, please go ahead. We're listening.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. Am I live on?
Yes, you are. It will take a while for your voice to come out on your end, but of course you're live. Yes, go ahead, please. Just speak.
All right. Please, what I want to talk on is first of all, I want to thank you, sir, for coming to visit us. It's very, 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 very heartwarming. We love you. I've been listening to the program today. I took a lot of some points, and I want to let you know. First, I want to also make some suggestions, sir.
Go ahead.
Because our people now are ready. You are God sent. You are God sent to help us. Not only Biafrans, Nigerians are being blessed by you, Mazi Nnamdi. I want you to see how you work on our. I'm not trying to be religious here, but in that part of the world, most people in our region, the communication in all our religious sectors will also try to help us, because many of these our churches, we can make a broadcast where you will talk to, encourage. And sometimes I like the way God uses you. God uses you to get messages across. You talk to all the religious leaders across Biafra land for them to know that this we are doing is God's work. And they ought to be talking to their members in their respective churches or respective areas of their worship. That is one. Another thing I want to also suggest is there are a lot of Biafrans who are very creative. Yes, I know that you have been doing it. But the creativity, yes, ESN is there. But there are some talents. If you make a broadcast, you encourage Biafran talents to come up. Sometimes we can put on something like a program. If you know you can invent something, Biafrans you will see a lot of brains will come up, because Nigerians are being intimidated because they know that we can do that. So that's I don't want to take most of your time. These are the suggestions and my submission, and I also want to thank God, not only thanking you, thank God for bringing you in our lives at this point of time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my dear brother. Thank you very, very much. I know there are a lot of calls coming in, and people are going to call. We put the number up, and maybe we'll continue the conversation, not just now, but in the next few days, because I'll be broadcasting almost every 2 days from now onwards to make sure that we reach as many people as possible. I thank everybody who has spoken, and I want to make one thing very clear, please. I have a very special announcement to make in relation to how things are done in the USA. Very, very important. There is, we have the National Council, the USA National Council, and I want us to pay very close attention to what I have to say. In that US National Council is the only forum, the only national forum that is allowed in the USA. Every other forum is hereby shut down. If you're running any forum in America, it becomes obsolete from today. The only Signal forum that will exist, not on WhatsApp, on Signal, is the USA Council. And who are those in this USA Council? They are the 4 regional coordinators we have in America. In that very who will sit there well. So also the monitor, and also the former deputy USA National Coordinator, the 4 regional coordinators of the United States independently will be there. So also will be our treasurer, Madam Oyibo, and my secretary here, and the moderator. These are the people, and of course, Madam Okafor. These are the people that will be on the United States Council. No other forum is allowed. If you have any message to pass to me, I will be able to get it via this very United States Council, please. They are the only forum allowed in the USA. And in terms of accounts in the region, all these regions, please, they are not going to any account of any sort. All the accounts will be run by state. No regional accounts, please. Only by state. We don't want to duplicate the work that the states are doing already across America. And there will also be a town hall meeting here, of course, of a few people, because a lot of people are flying into Houston to come to see me from far and wide across the USA. And once they get here, we will be able to announce a town hall meeting. But for now, apart from the meeting that we have on Zoom on Friday, I think it is, in the evening, I will be having a program every other day, every 2 days. And for those of you who are traveling to Isiama, Faruku, to my compound for the memorial service, may Chukwukika be with all of you as you proceed to that very place. And for those of you holding the rabbi in Imo State, I ask you to please let him go. I thank all of you for listening this very morning, afternoon, or night, depending on where you are from me, from here, with all the love in my heart. It is good afternoon.